Okay, let's get the stream started by booting Skyrim. There it goes. Now, I think last week I mentioned something about Special Edition, so might as well do it while it's loading. First of all, for the first time, I actually seriously looked into converting to Special Edition. Everything was going well, I found most mods. However, there is one thing that cannot be easily manually converted for Special Edition, and that is any Skissy mod that relies on DLLs. DLLs are file type used by more impressive Skissy mods, let's say. And the problem is, some of them have been converted, like Quick Loop, for example, have been converted, while a very important one to me, Race Menu, which basically allows you to make more unique characters than just default, that doesn't. That hasn't been ported yet. You know, and it's the last update on it was still around about 4 months ago, so not great. Also, if you notice, looking what these were, I was trying to play with an EMB, but I realised I was trying to get EMB working, basically trying to get rid of the ridiculous amount of bloom I have on certain things, but it didn't work at all. It really, and just like the Skissy thing, that was shot down pretty quickly when I started to look into it. Because what I found is that the EMB turned off 90% of Skyrim's post-processing. So shadows looked like it. I can get almost identical, very, very similar result by just going. That is very much what EMB did to my Skyrim. It's a little bit brighter and lights were a little bit nicer, but other than that, it was very much that's what happened to my Skyrim. The problem is, it turned off 90% of the good shadows, and EMB shadows aren't great. They're not the best. So that was another thing that just sort of went down a drain. Which one am I trying to get to? The Elder Gleam Sap? Pretty much. Actually, since the Elder Gleam Sap is not that far away, I'll go get that, but I mean, technically I am stealing it, so it's not even. I'm actually doing more Thieves Guildy stuff than Thieves Guild stuff. But, which has me going out to reclaim something, which isn't hardly thieving. Also, just making sure I've actually got the. Do I not have a. Apparently not. I thought I had some thieving quests on. Clearly not. I guess the special one sort of overrides, I guess, maybe. Possibly. The bear must float down the river. Bears must always float down the river. Oh, I hate arrows. They're so crap. This isn't a Kunstman, this doesn't have a ridiculous hitbox. Oh, fuck it. Sometimes you just have to say fuck it and whack it with a big hammer. There he goes, the bear is floating down the river. Where all good bears should. The problem is I've now lost. No. I always lost track of where I was going. But just showing up. But this is basically what EMB did. It turned off most of the lighting and just ended up looking like this. And as a result, like any of the good shadows that sort of give things depth were gone. For example, take that. Giant isn't that good an example. To be honest, this isn't a good example of a place, but let's play with it. Let's just leave Teophis on for a while. It gets pretty much the same effect as EMB. It really does. That's an example. It just doesn't look as nice to me. It's pretty much the same effect as EMB was giving me, and I was thinking, I get the feeling a lot of the EMBs are just flashy, glowy shit applied over it. And EMBs fuck up weather, so clear skies doesn't work, and they don't work great. Get EMB boost because that is essential, because otherwise Skyrim basically cannot run. But ooh, a dam. What I like about dams: cross rivers with them, and then you can cheat the rest of the way. But I say it just ended up making things look really poor. Like it just turns off everything. I mean, let's do it again here. It gets rid of like a lot of the detail, and to be honest, it just sort of just it just takes up. It just doesn't look as nice. That and the EMB also did something that TFS doesn't, and it just seemed to add like a purpley sort, just a filter across the screen, and it was like. It's odd because I'm pretty sure the one in New Vegas got rid of that horrible filter that they put on. But no, it's like this very clear as day, like coloured like single colour filter that they just slap over the screen, and it's not nice. And of course, you got to live with the fact that your weather system is completely and utterly fucked if you use an EMB. So it's kind of like that's why I don't. So apart from the overly bright bloom, which I couldn't even fix with EMB anyway, what I have that blooms ridiculously couldn't even be fixed with EMB, so it's not like it's even a problem. I'm pretty sure I turned it off. Yeah. Notice it's not coming up when I'm pressing. I'm holding shift, obvious. Okay, holding shift, pressing enter. And as you can see, I'm equipping, but nothing's happening. So I just play Skyrim vanilla. It's just how I do it. TFS. I can't tell if I've got TFS on or off. No, I know I've got. I think it goes blue. And it sort of sharpens up the distance, which just doesn't actually help. I know some people like to play with TFS on. I don't.
Hello there, friend. You come to enjoy the sights and sounds of sanctuary as I have. Truly remarkable.
Now, if I remember correctly, if you take loser, oh shit, I don't think I have Nettlebane on me anymore. No, I do. It doesn't take it because it's technically a quest item.
Amazing that you are in Eldergleam Sanctuary. Yes, my friend. Though no one has been able, as you can see, Eldrick, though, believe it or not, the rumors were true. I beg of you, don't.
I don't know if you had to have the losers, who dies at like the slightest thing attack you. Dies because he does die at the slightest thing in Whiterun. I think if you manage to get him here, you can get a better ending to this quest where you don't harm the tree. Because apparently whacking its roots out of the way doesn't count as harming it. Yeah, you can't get a better ending without him being there, so you need to sort of... This is the moment where you go all sneaky beaky. Also, I thought they were supposed to be friends. Bloody hell, that's a big Spriggan. They're supposed to be friends with the trees. Do I have any bolts? Yes, I have enough bolts. I like bolts. Bolts work well. It must be like an earth. It's a bloody enormous Spriggan. But a sneak attack is pretty much the best way of killing them. Especially the earth mother ones. They can be a real pain in the arse. Yeah, that's a big one. But yeah, the big Spriggans can be a real pain in the arse because if you can't do enough damage to kill them in one shot before they go into their health regeneration mode, which basically makes them near enough invincible, you end up just eventually just will keep whacking them until either you die or they die. Normally you die because they kind of regenerate and you can't. So the best option is either to sneak attack them or leg it. Legging it is a legitimate tactic. But now I can go back to Whiterun, drop all this crap off. And you drop this crap off. Go to Pine Watch, grab my silver mould, which I could have got earlier because I did go past Pine Watch, but I never bothered picking it up because I forgot what it was. And I can't even remember what the other ones were. Oh! So this is where the hot spring camp is. Right next to the Elder Gleam cave. Who knew? That's what it was elsewhere.
Need something?
Problem is, how do I get... I never manage... Nah. I always fail getting out of this area. I always seem to end up going back to Windhelm. Which is why I'm making a beeline. It's funny because I don't know why people say making a beeline when you mean making a straight line, because there is one thing a bee definitely does not do, and that is fly in a straight line. They sort of tumble all over the place because they're a bee and they're not and some of them aren't even supposed to be able to fly because they just do it with brute force. I mean, I do find the way the bumblebee flies to be funny. I mean, it sort of tumbles through the air, using a combination of its large body, air resistance and just furious flapping of its tiny little wings to make it fly. It's kind of tragic and sad and cute at the same time. It so desperately has to fly that it just flaps its wings really, really hard. Oh look! Wolves! Oh great, the farmer died. Oh, it's a courier. Wow. Oh, a good one. Quite a respectable investor. I'm pretty sure Morven Scar is a bandit one. I don't think it's a like a nice place. It's either filled with Droger or bandits, one of the two. No, it's just a fox. I thought it was another fucking wolf. Why do I get the feeling I might not be on the right road? I'm bad at navigating this area. Mainly because I think there's only like a couple of paths out and the rest all seem to lead back to Windhelm. And if you don't get on the right path, you're completely and utterly fucked. I think it tends to happen when going to Riften though. If I'm trying to go to Riften and from near Windhelm, I always fail epically. I always seem to fail horrifically. Although I get the feeling I'm going to fail horrifically this time too. Oh no, there's Valtime, I'm fine. A lot of Durzogs today. What is this, Cyrodiil? Maybe they've all fled Cyrodiil. The Imperial Guard came at them screaming that they were criminal scum for disturbing a bloody teacup. You disturb anything and the Imperial Guard will be after you in Oblivion. They're amazing. I've seen them fight with their own dukes. It's kind of funny when they, it's always funny when they fight their own duke. Because of the way the weird friendship system in Oblivion worked. If you were friends with, say, the Duke, you could get the guards fighting the Duke if the guards were supposed to be fighting you, because, like, your friends all join in, and it just resulted in one big clusterfuck. Oh no, more wolves! What is with all the wolves? More wolves! What is with them all? There's wolves everywhere. Another day, another pair of wolves. Or another 15 wolves, more like. See, bucket. Boink. Oh look! Wolves! Oh, honestly. Can I have one wolf-free video? Seriously, this is a 40-second one, so this is the meaning of life. But is there a single one of my streams that hasn't got a wolf in it? At least for Skyrim. Other games thankfully don't have half as many wolves. Alright, in the butt crack. The bear's ass. Oh, it's retrieving that arrow. Oof. Nope, old orc want to die. Old orc get his wish.
If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave. Yes, were I to simply lay down and die.
I will kill you with the hammer Malakath gave me.
Are you sure about this? We shall see. Never should have come here.
You and your iron sword. Boink. I will smash you with the hammer Malakath gave me. Because Malakath likes me because I gave him troll fat. Because Malakath likes troll fat. And only troll fat. Not quite sure why Malakath likes troll fat so much, but he does. Also, another mod I couldn't quite, you couldn't get in Special Edition will be this what we're witnessing right now, visible first person. Because the way the Special Edition did it was really, really dodgy. It was like, it just made changes to every single item rather than a skissy related thing, and it was just like, no, because that I've seen the results of that. It results in horrendous clipping. This doesn't have horrendous clipping. The skissy free one method, and that does. That results in horrendous clipping, like where half the armor takes up the screen, and it's just like you can't see anything. Oh, that's an unusual place for Skyrim to crash. Although considering where I've just been, I mean, for some reason there's a bit of a ring around Whiterun. It extends quite a distance, but that's Doomstone. That has a necromancer on it. That seems to be one of its points. That always seems to cause a crash when you go near that. Might be delayed slightly, but it still crashes. Now I'll go kill the orc again. Some days you just gotta accept the fact that it's gonna crash. Because some days Skyrim will run perfectly for like 5 hours, and some days it won't run for 10 minutes without crashing. Today it managed about 15. But, it's Skyrim, it's a bit unpredictable, which is one of the reasons why I actually wanted to go to Special Edition, but without certain mods, I'm not going.
If you are not here to grant me a good death, then my time. Malakath, as you can see, it has not yet arrived. Are you sure about this? We shall see. Never should have come here.
I'm gonna kill you with a dagger. Give you a fighting chance. You and your iron sword. You had a good death that time. AF Sabercat. Complete with delightful squelch. Got a little delightful squelch when you pluck an eye out. Why you can only take one eye, I don't know. Oh, I already own this farm. Oh, that's a shame. I thought I didn't own the farm yet. Do I own Chilfloro farm? Yes. Do I own every farm I can own? Probably. Why am I even... Okay, Whiterun just doesn't want to play. Some days you just gotta accept that. You just gotta go somewhere else. It's just... It happens sometimes. Certain areas just want to have a lag fest and they just don't want to go. They just don't want to let you in. It happens, and then you just go somewhere else, and typically when you come back it'll be fixed. But you teleport somewhere, you know, you quick travel or Centron Cell somewhere else, and generally it fixes itself. By the time you get back, you know, sometimes I just think something dodgy spawns, and of course 3 days later everything resets, so it's not really a problem anymore. Look at that rat. Look at it go. So, pop into Whiterun, just fast travel in. Remember to fast travel out. I should avoid whatever's causing it to crash outside. You start learning how sort of Skyrim likes to crash and ways you can sort of avoid it. I should also probably shift any Potoins I have, because I probably still have 15 billion of the things. Yes, I still have an extreme amount of these things. That's probably not helping matters.
My divine smile on your face. You found it. I've been looking. Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite.
Wait, one thing.
Let me teach it to you.
Oh, Whiterun, I hope you have something that will buy my Potoins, because my fucking Potoins need buying.
What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know.
You only take the food ones. That person only takes the food ones. Take my former shit.
Thank you very much for your business.
I swear there was a hireling here.
You're not as dumb as you look.
I swear there was supposed to be a hireling in here.
I'll be happy to assist you if you'd like to purchase something.
Where she's gone, I don't know, but I swear there was supposed to be one in here. Janassa or something, I think. There's definitely...
We've got the arrows to fell any game.
There's definitely supposed to be one there.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Make my dwarven crap. Look at all this dwemer metal. I love how this is actually giving me weight. So actually heavier than... And yet this is reducing my weight something royal. Dwemer metal's a strange thing. You can remelt it down, but it still isn't equal to the weight of the parts, which is weird. Bloody hell, how many iron ores do I have? Oh dear, how much of this crap do I have? That was a lot of iron. So, how many... Let's see, Dwarven. I have 240! The fuck? Well, I am not... It's going to take me the rest of my life to chop that much firewood, so... And thus begins thy art of boltus making. Well, I can click with enter, but I still have to click yes. Ugh. Wait, press enter and Y! It works! All I have to press is Y! The rhythm's shaking my desk. And it must sound absolutely awful on stream. This is how you mass craft. Nah, that's not shit. I'm not cutting that much firewood. I don't think there's enough trees in Skyrim for that much. Ring you. I don't think there's enough trees in Skyrim to give me through that much fire. And let's face it, I can buy a fucking log. So why can't I use a log to make these bolts? Well, that was a lot less painful than clicking it through, and did a lot less damage to my mouse than clicking it through. Miscellaneous. Lockpick, 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 lockpick. It hurts my fingers, but it doesn't hurt my mouse. I don't like mass. There we go. There we go. Now I have enough bolts to last me a lifetime. Could be worse, I could have cheated. With firewood, I don't tend... You know, I consider it a garbage item. I don't consider it a proper item, I just consider it an unnecessary ingredient. It's the point where I will just console it myself, because it's just not fun to get it. What's this? I'm actually out of fucking armor? What is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? I'm actually out of armor. That cannot be. I've never once ran out of armor before. How can I run out of armor to sell? Oh, Nightingale bow.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
How have I run out of armor to sell? I might actually... No, I doubt it. I honestly... You know, I'll be amazed if my weight limit dropped below the actual recommended default. I mean, it's only just dropped below 4,000, so... Why am I keeping this ancient form of stuff? Is Reekling Spears? I don't even know why I'm keeping them. I'm sure I could get... I'm sure it's on display. Okay, cogs, gears, and gyros are completely useless, as are levers. Well, they're all completely useless, so... And small Dwemer lever is exactly the same. Garbage. That's probably weighing a lot. Well.
Good doing business with you.
Hello, Caleb. I probably have about 1,000 weight in potions, so... Anyone who can take my potions is good in my book. Even if it's Bellathorpe, I'll sell them. Because I really want to be rid of these things.
Everything's for sale. Oh, a bit of this. And
Everything's for sale, is it? Well, you don't have any ingredients, so I don't like you already. But... full of my blood elixir. Why do I have potions of blood? I'm not even a vampire. Because it was that or werebeast, and I chose werebeast because werebeast is more useful. Well, I probably have like a couple of 1,000 potions, which probably isn't doing my inventory any good. You know, a couple of 1,000 of them, it can't be doing any good to me. Only if I run out of them will I make more. I get the feeling you haven't restocked.
So you're an alchemist then?
Okay, you just haven't restocked your actual store. Yeah, well. The more potions you can take, the better. Look how many of them I have. And they're heavy. Like ½ a pound each. I'm assuming that's what the weight is in. Yeah, 300 pounds doesn't sound too unreasonable. 300 kilos, on the other hand, sounds ridiculous. That's like almost 3 times my weight, and I'm a fat ass. I am absolutely enormous. I'm actually not that enormous, I just weigh a lot. I'm extraordinarily dense, I think, is my problem. Yeah, I have a few thousand of these, don't I?
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Yes. Yes. I'll come back. I'll come back anytime I'm trying to shift my shit. Now, I think only generals and... What the fuck is that? The fuck?
Rorikstead's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a god. If a dragon...
I don't even know what that is. Well, no one else will take my potions, will they? So... Might as well go to Falkreath. Hopefully Falkreath will have someone who will take my crappy mountain of potions. You know, they smell the sharks walk into their store. Look, dragging this gigantic bag that makes an unholy clinking noise. And then they are drowning in potions. Oh, no, Khajiit. Why is... What? How? Why? And that is why I never have a horse, is because they just fall. Ah, there's an example. When I was talking about the ridiculously bright bloom earlier, it was like the blindingly bright torches was one of them. Just as a reference. It's not as bright without the effects on, but everything else looks like ass, so it's kind of... Oh yeah, I didn't pick a destination. Derp. No, have I actually bought any of the half-fire houses? That's a good question, actually. It doesn't appear so. Can't say I have, actually. Maybe while I'm in Falkreath I will, but...
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Falkreath.
We'll be off.
I tried to climb the back before. Yeah, don't worry, that'll cool down as soon as Falkreath starts raining. Which is why having no ability to clear skies is a complete turn-off for EMB, because, well... Clear skies is the one thing that makes Falkreath pleasant. Or at least less miserable. It's hard to say if it's pleasant or just less miserable, but one of the two. Wow, Falkreath isn't raining, I'm surprised. 8 PM? Oh, all the shops have shut. Fine, I'll camp on the doorstep like a weirdo. No, the camp's shut. Who shuts at 8? It's a very weird time to and then only opens at 8. And you have 12... Oh dear, not another what? Oh, it's non-hostile. Non-hostile, I don't give a shit. You know I don't give a shit when it's only non-hostile. Why is there a mark? Okay. I must have the... It must be to talk to the Jarl of Falkreath one. Maybe. Nope.
Yes, yes, what is it? We're all very busy here. And why would I... Oh! Guards! Guards, I need assistance! Ha! Found you!
You know, I love how the guards will come at a moment's notice when you steal a fucking tankard, but the housecarl calls for them and then goes completely nuts and tries to kill me.
This can't be happening.
Wow, that bolt didn't even connect.
Don't even think about it.
No, I wasn't thinking about it. Actually, yeah, I was. He looks so tasty. And I want to eat him, but I can't. Because I promised myself I wouldn't.
Difficult. I'm a Jarl. I eat the most...
Oh, this guy's a twat, I remember.
Being a Jarl could hardly... My uncle Dengir was Jarl until a short time. He now serves us honorably as Thane. And to the great benefit of the Hold, I now serve as Jarl.
Might as well take my monies. Get out the way, I want to see.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire's what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Dominion, you say? I don't see any Jem'Hadar around here. Or Vorta. Could be a changeling, I don't know where they... For all we know, he could be a changeling. Anyone could be a changeling, the only way to tell is to make him bleed. But... do I have to... Do I have a less from Falkreath? No. Oof. What, the Sun's Dusk Ale isn't a skill book? Nope, Dragon's fucked off.
Just what you see here.
Will you take my... No, but you'll take my potatoes. My sort of fish.
Alright then.
Your meat. That's explained in terms of...
I know who you are. Hey, Sithis.
That explains a lot. How I managed to murder the housecarl without the guards taking notice, because the one outside is Dark Brotherhood Pro. He knows. Well, that explains a lot, actually.
Know if you see anything you like. Well met. Unlike my... Take a look.
Do you want my potwins? Tough shit, because you're having them. Wow, I have like 66 in that stat. That'll be 32 weights of potwins. I can't sell them for loss. Not for that much loss, anyway.
Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
I just sold you a mountain of shit. What gave you the impression I was here to steal anything? Although, while he's busy sorting out all those potwins he now has and doesn't want.
You're going to have the men around here.
No, you're at the pub, aren't you? Moving path. Goose? Farm! Perfect. Inns. I need to... That's what I need to do. I got 165,000. I need to purchase an inn. There. Inns now likes me. I'll also purchase a local blacksmith to make him like me. Now, where it... I don't have a farm? This is actually a house. I don't know, it's cheap anyway, so... And the question is, which way do I have to leave? Oh, I'm actually on the right route. Who knew? I say, I don't... I don't actually think I've got any of the higher houses in this one. I don't think Stream's got any of them. I'll have to go to the museum and get my letter from the Jarl of Falkreath. If I don't read that, I clearly didn't read it. Although I make a habit not to read it until you do the Civil War, because it can fuck up with the Civil War. Not that it matters, because Falkreath's Imperial anyway, but it can fuck up. You know, anything to do with the Jarls can fuck up if you do the Civil War. So you're best to either do everything before or after. Don't start it and then do the Civil War. No. Talk about magic ninja dodge. Your booby trap of rocks won't get me. I'm too smart, I come from above. Daedric arrows! And here you were, a Nordic bow? It's very well equipped. But he might be the best equipped bandit I've ever seen. Oh no, not the boulder. I'm so scared off the boulder. I is so scared of boulder. Oops, I pressed shift when I shouldn't have. Derp. Surely I'll run out of steel bolts soon. I'll be using my massive supply of dwarven bolts. My many thousand dwarven bolts. Which lasts surprisingly less time than you think it would. Oh great. There's a goblin war going on. And apparently a mud crab's decided to get in. A mud crab, a wolf, and a goblin war. What a... And a bear! The fuck is going on? I'm on the side of the mud crab. Mud crab isn't attacking me, I'm on its side. Oh no, the mud crab's decided to attack me. But I'm on your side! I'm not gonna kill an innocent mud crab. Not when it actually helped me fight a bet. That is possibly the weirdest encounter I've had. It's just occurred to me this is potentially a very, very bad idea. Because that's more bloody Potoins. I don't need more Potoins, so I'm just going to leave this Goblin War zone. And go into Pine Watch, which is where I was initially going. Because I'm a girl of simple desires, I just go all over the bloody place. Fine, Alexi's key failed again. Oh wait, I've got to return this bloody thing to the Twilight Sepulchre, don't I? Yeah, right. Right, Carlisle. I'm not gonna use the unbreakable lockpick. Even though I've got my 99 lockpicks now. It does make lockpicking so easy. It's not like it did in Oblivion, though. Oblivion it made it even more easy, because when you auto-try, you just kept trying until it worked. Whoever's... Also, I think this is the one bandit nest where it actually is steel. You know, not the mould. Oh, I'm not even bothering taking iron arrows. Also, the booze bucket, really. Let's go roll that. Look and go. Oh, almost really around the corner. I'm punting this barrel along because I can. I'm playing bucket ball. Yeah. One. 2. 3. 3 little dead bandits. 2 little dead bandits. 1 little dead bandit. I cannot roll. Ugh. Master lock, you say? Gotta use my skeleton key for something. Wow, that was totally worth a master lock. The booze cupboard. You really feel the need to put a master lock on that. That's getting your priorities straight. Boom. Head shoot. In the elbow. I know, I only got a steel bolt left. Whatever will I do? Why am I even bothering with Alexi's key? I've got a much better key here. It's called the skeleton key and it works every time. This ain't no Oblivion. This isn't Oblivion where you have to just sort of throw lockpicks, shove lockpicks into the hole until it's opened because your Oblivion lockpicking was awful. I didn't even know you were there. I should have, because you got a ridiculous helmet on, but... Boing. You're actually worth looting. You're sitting on the money! You can't leave the money. Yes, I'm stealing from banditos. It's not even like I'm doing any thieving for the Thieves Guild. Or shall we say Carlisle's clever ruse to get people to join the Nocturnals.
I tried to tell him that he wouldn't get past the traps, but he wouldn't listen.
It was a stupid plan, and now Regal is so mad she won't even let us cut him down from there.
Aye, and she's added more traps now as well. A moment of silence for our fallen friend.
Blink.
What was that?
I didn't even have to move! They all just ran into my sight. That's called fail. I order a fail. I'm bothering with Alexi's key. I've got the skeleton key. I keep forgetting I had it. I honestly thought I'd return this thing to where it lives, but no, I guess I haven't bothered. Would have tried that sepulchre. Nocturnal's actually giving me a boon, and I'm using it. This ain't no shitty boon. This ain't like the shitty powers that you get. Speaking of shitty powers that you get, where... Oh, it's up there. Derp. I am bad at this. There must be more banditos. There is a bandito. There's no longer a bandito, he's a dead bandito. And a dead bandito is a dead bandito. Ooh. In them cages. Oh, potentially tasty corpse. Really should. Oh no! Droga. You know what the most dangerous type of thing is? A dead Droga. Because you know it's coming back. Just not now. Don't know when, don't know how, don't know where, but it will come back. because they were dead anyway. Skeleton teammate almost makes it too easy. And in Oblivion it really did make it too easy, because it even boosted your lockpick skill, so you basically just spammed auto-try until it worked. Best trap ever. It doesn't even get me. Ayo. Ooh. It's not as bad as that. At least sort of makes sense, considering where we are. I forgot that was in there. Oh, warning. Dung lickers, why can't you just use a term? Oh. You know, I was going to say use a term shit licker, but this dagger isn't even pinned in the wall. It's just floating. Are there any more than bandito? Another dagger staggering in the wall. Same letter. Ooh, glass helmet.
What was that?
I would have been amazed if they didn't see me then. And now you're dead. Shouldn't have messed with the shark. And I've got an arrow in my face. Nope, it was in my neck. In my gills. You know, shooting the gills is sort of a valid tactic, I guess. Well, that's secure. None of these bandits are very ambitious, clearly. It wasn't exactly the hardest place to kill. Oh look, I have a key now. Bag of money! Just leaves a bag of money on the floor. Oh no, a pressure plate. I don't step on pressure plates anymore. Ow. That's the most damage one of these mace balls has ever done to me. Look at all this booty. It's not even particularly much gold, it just looks like a lot. I'm money grubbing. There's nothing wrong with it. That's a surprisingly garbage item in there. Iron sword for garbage. Now to return this to Markov, I think it was. Gotta get to Markov. Oh, my first victim in here. Was it? No, he wasn't. That one was. I love how these buttons aren't even animated. And why there needs to be a button to open and close the bloody shelving unit. Actually. Just trying some... What, I can't stick anything in... What? Fine, can I stick it on the shelf? Okay, now it's like a loaf of bread is now just sitting on top of the shelf. And that's why you can't put anything in it. Oh, I picked up the basket! I don't even want that! Oh. Well, yeah, that's why you can't put anything on the suspiciously empty shelf, is because it opens with such force that it forces everything off. Great place to leave the warning note. Under another floating dagger. What's with all these floating daggers? They're not even, like, actually in the wall like they're supposed to be. Or even in the letter. They're just so badly placed. Oh no! An abomination! Now, where is the calf of Mar? All the way over there. It's a long journey. A long, long journey.
Hold.
So you might as well get my little shark feet flapping. At least I'm wearing boots so you don't have to hear the horrible sound of slapping feet. I mean, the way I walk, I'm barefoot a lot. In the house anyway. Whenever I'm at home, I'm typically barefoot. I find socks a bit constrictive. Probably because I've got quite wide feet. Thank you, my mother. Yeah, it's not my father I got my wide feet from, it's my mother, of all people. I also got her thick, meaty hands. No, oh, I don't know why, but she's got very mannish hands. And as a result, I've sort of got the same thing. The only difference is, I don't know how strong my fingernails are, because I like them nice and short, so I don't catch them on anything. Because of my mother, I've got a paranoid fear about my... Oh, I don't want to head south. But I've got a paranoid fear about breaking my fingernails, because she's got very brittle ones. So as a result, I keep mine very short. Oh no! Hey bear! Okay, it's rolling! It's rolling! No, it's not rolling anymore. Bolts don't make it roll. Just roll away. Disappointing. See how handy quick loot is. It's worth the occasional crash it gives. You know, it's worth it. It's just such a... Speaking of random crash, speak thou name and thou shalt appear. Stretchy stretch. You know, I can't live without... Ever since I've experienced quick loot in Fallout 4, I cannot live without it. It's just something like... It's one of those things I just can't live... Once I've experienced it, I can't live without it. Because the default way is so slow. And if with smithing you can balk your skill ups, your level up ridiculously if you so choose. That bloody hunter shack. I think it is. Yeah, Hunter's Rest. Now they're both asleep. What, I can take this book? Everything else here is steal, but that one book is take. Oh well. I'll argue with that.
Thank Kinnereth for you, stranger. I'd almost given up hope of walking away from... We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up.
Is that what bears are? Sows? I thought that was pigs.
Spriggans. Niels went down before we even knew to run. I may have lost a drop or two of blood. Truth is, I'm not going...
I may have a million potions to spare. Here, have a potion of healing. I have loads of these things. Take.
Much better, thanks, friend. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being... You'd really risk your life...
Don't get in the way, because all you do is, if you go in my way, you get in the way of my bolt and you die. So stay out there, I kill the Spriggans, and we all come back, and everything is happy. One Spriggan. One stupid hair corpse. Didn't even have any good booty. Mama bear. Oh dear, you died so easily. Here, Spriggan, Spriggan, Spriggan. I'm hunting Spriggans. How do I wake up every Spriggan in the cave? Good shout will always alert every nearby enemy. It's the nature of shouts. They are loud and obnoxious. Actually, a very... You know, it's the most easy way to sort of alert enemies. In the Fallout, you just unleash a few rounds of ammo.
Justice. Look, I want you to have this. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. I always said it brought her luck. I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come find me if you're ever in Falkland. You'll always be welcome.
Did he just waddle into the cave? He gives me his bloody lucky dagger. It's very much a stiletto sort of thing, by the looks. And then he waddles off into the cave. I probably won't. He will probably never be seen again. You see some. Come on, come out from behind the bush where I can see you. Oh. What? It got stuck in a bush? I have enough of these things that I could have a machine gun and not run out of ammo for them. That's how many bolts I've got. They wound your bones, you collapse. Wait, could it be? Could it be? Also, little fun fact, when I first played on PS3, I did... Yeah, I know, I played Skyrim on PS3, yeah, it wasn't that much good, but... Yeah, I went PC, never went back, but... I never really came back to Falkreath for the longest period of time. I never explored this area whatsoever. Pine Watch, ironically, was one of the first dungeons I ever came across. And this mine is somewhere I went on PS3 and then never came back to for many years. Sort of like this weird orcish mine. I never, ever came back here. For the longest period of time. So it sort of holds an odd place because it's one of the first places I discovered, but one of the... But yeah, when I played on PC, I never came back to it, and as a result, it was still pretty unusual to see it. I love how this gone as the battle music. Oh, I have to. I see a oh, stay in there. Stop trying to go around to my side. See, you stop going to my side, you fucker. You are going off. Where is he trying to go? This guy's just obnoxious. I've never had someone try to stick to my side like glue before. Come on. He had to go off the cliff for that. I don't know. I don't know if this whole place holds like special memory. It's because of this as being the mine where I almost got stuck and lost all my save progress. So I got stuck on a rock in here. It was on one of the mines I went into early on. I got stuck on a rock and couldn't get out. I think it was this one. Oh, speed miner does make mining so much less painful. Okay, apparently this... You have to just make it connect with the ore, though, which is the only problem. I specifically made a speed miner exist for the sole purpose of mining Stalrun, because that is just tedious to farm that. More so if you don't know that you can actually whack it with a pickaxe, it's just beyond tedious if you don't. You can take a key. Alright. Oh dear. And one of the natures... And if you notice, Speed Miner does no damage. That is the nature of Speed Miner, is it does no damage. It's kind of... Sort of how I bounce... Because it wasn't in a personal mod, it wasn't a mod I actually did release. I actually did make it balanced. Oh. I can't even mine this vein because it's so... Nope, can't mine it. Can't connect. So... Yeah, I can connect with this one. And not that, yet not that one. Oh no, I can connect with this tiny little bit of rock on it. Perfect. Nah, I don't think it was this mine I got stuck in. Nah, I'm pretty sure the mine got stuck and had a hole in the middle of the floor. It was one of those mines. Now, after I clean the mine out, I can I can buy the mine for an extremely cheap price and make orichalcum. Buy the barrel load. A fort? What kind of nonsense is this thing? Wow, he arrived quickly. Whee! I think this is the fort for Markov, which is ironically nowhere near Markov. And to be honest, nowhere near anywhere. You know, it's one of those forts where its location is so arse end of nowhere that it kind of serves no purpose. I believe it's actually one of the few forts in good repair as well. Yes, I can take an assault path no one else can. Not that I need to assault it, because once you start Civil War, all forts are sort of equipped with either Imperials or Stormcloaks when you're done with it. You know, all the major forts. With this one, I think is inhabited by Forsworn initially, and then whenever you start Civil War, all the Imperials move in. Or Stormcloaks if you've actually... An oubliette. What's an oubliette? Is an oubliette a tower in the arse end of nowhere? Is that what it translates to? Or does it translate to prison cell? Oh. I'm not risking that fall. I want to be able to see. Well, I can't say I've ever found this place before. I can't honestly say I've found that before. Yeah, because you never actually have to go in the jail for this fort. So you never sort of actually have to go, because you know, all the forts are set up so they can have each of the Radiant quests. You know, each of the Radiant take over the fort quests applied to them. But I'm pretty sure this one's always just plain out assault. If not, it is possibly the most awkward jailbreak one. It's the Imperial fort. I don't even need to draw my weapon. Because these guys are my friends. I don't think they're particularly good at their jobs, but they're my friends. No, it's Forsworn. Oh well. They've gone from... I guess the Imperials never even bothered occupying this fort. The Forsworn without a headdress? Nonsense is this? Now, I know there's something in this fort that I want to go grab, and I think it's this little building here.
There you are.
Ein Cantus Dusta El Nino Questo. Loco. I have the fucking skeleton key. It's supposed to open everything. Don't judge me. Where is this guy?
I guess I was just here.
What? Are you in? I think he's inside the fort. Well, what stupid act of stupidity am I going to do now? Whee! Oh, jump off a cliff. It's kind of the way you do it. I wonder, what was most people's first Elder Scrolls game? Because I feel like I'm in a minority when I'm saying Oblivion. Because I was Oblivion. Oblivion was my first. I get a feeling most people are either Morrowind or Skyrim. Which just keeps lending to the fact that Oblivion's the weird middle child. You know, the sort of black sheep of the franchise that people don't... You know, people don't really like it because it was sort of the weird in the middle one. It's not as archaic as Morrowind. You know, its systems and graphics both sit somewhere between Morrowind and Skyrim. Morrowind, the people are blockheads. They're hideous. They are basically a block with a texture applied to it. And no amount of mods makes them look nice. None. Oblivion, everyone's a bit of a potato head, and again, no amount of mods will make them look good, but they still look better than the blockheads of Morrowind. Skyrim, the people actually look like people. Yeah, they're dated a bit, but they still don't look they don't look awful like they used to. At least they look vaguely human now. But, you know, it's a case of... Systems-wise, Morrowind's very archaic, some people would say. Traditional, I call it archaic because that's what it is. You know, it's very similar to like very old-fashioned things. Where you gotta micromanage your bloody stats and just make sure you do everything. People like that. Fair enough. But not me. Oblivion, you know, Skyrim's very streamlined. Some people would say too streamlined. If you want too streamlined, look at Fallout 4. They stripped a little too much away with that. Skyrim, I think, gets it just right. Skills go up as you use them, which is a key Elder Scrolls thing, it seems. Oh, look. Oh, shit. Somebody looking at the wolf. Oh, level up. Emergency health boost. If in doubt, always level up. Go away, wolf. You're not even a threat. This thing is the threat. You are not. But yeah, Oblivion's... Oh, crash. That'll be a quick save crash. That'll just be a quick save crash. Yeah. Oh, stretch. Stretch. Yes, that's just a quick save crash, but Oblivion does sort of sit between them. Morrowind, its dungeons are boring and featureless because the engine couldn't handle it. Oblivion, its dungeons are boring and featureless, and it has no reason to be. You know, it's not... Because, as proved later with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, dungeons can be a lot more detailed and less featureless, and run on pretty much the same engine. You know, Skyrim's got nice, detailed, large dungeons. The overworld, Oblivion's is almost as barren as Morrowind's, to be honest. I mean, Morrowind, again, had the technical reasons. But Oblivion, it was... Because of the size of Cyrodiil, I get the feeling a lot they couldn't think, or they didn't have time, or consoles couldn't manage, because that seems to be a way of a lot of things. But, you know, that seems to be a lot of things cut in Bethesda land.
Fine.
I mean, I know for a fact that a lot of new quite a lot of detail in New Vegas was cut because of consoles not being able to cope with it, because consoles kind of were getting at that point quite underpowered. You know, because that's sort of the arse end of the PS3 era. Or the Xbox 360 era, because that was the dominant console at the time. Probably because the PS3 was just sort of oversized, overhuge, and also don't think it was marketed very well. It had a poor launch lineup. And the 360 also sold twice as much, just because of the fact that loads of them burnt out, because for some reason the early ones had really bad cooling gel in them. I'm not fighting a dragoness in daylight when it's nighttime when it's raining. That's just miserable. You fight when it's daylight and it's nice. Oh. Fuck off, wet rain. This isn't Falkreath and it isn't England. There's no reason to be so horrible. Oh, it's so miserable. That's better. Less miserable. I'm warning you, back off. Oh, there's a staircase. Okay. Get out of the bloody corner, you little turd. You're going off a cliff and you're going to like it. Oh, you're just going to stand there while my shout recharges. Hagraven didn't go off the cliff if the Forsworn did. Smacky smacky. Oh dear, a Forsworn with a ice cloak. Oh, you put up a fucking ward just at the right time. Ugh. That's just obnoxious. Ugh. That's just obnoxious. You change spell to a ward just at the right. There, no more wards for you this time, spammy mage. The frost magic's just annoying. The slow is just obnoxious. Oh, don't. You want to come fight me? I look delicious. Come fight me. I look delicious. That just bounced off. I think it did. This is the weakest one. Which is why I put it in a place that's relatively hard to have. Well, actually, no, it's in probably one place that's probably one that's the easiest one to avoid. Spank. Stink. Just land. The decency to land. And yeah, and that ass is enormous. Not quite as enormous as Alduin's. Alduin's ass is on another scale, but still pretty enormous. That journal is just useful for keeping track of shit. Oh, not you again! I killed you earlier! What is this, Orc Death Day?
Be a good death, then you can. Yes. Were to.
Fine, I'll smack you down with a hammer of Malakath this time.
We shall see. Never should have come here.
You're slightly better equipped than the other one. Malakath is pleased. Go offer him troll fat and you'll be more pleased. Malakath likes troll fat. No one's quite sure why, but Malakath likes troll fat and only troll fat. Markarth, 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 Markarth. Must be that one. Wait. I know what I can do here. Whee! I skipped this entire fort. How dare you? You take over this fort. This fort is mine. It's not a redoubt, it is a fort. Ew, the Shrine. Is there even anything in there? Quick light, show me the way. No. Ugh, I don't even want to touch that. Yeah, there's one. Oh no, I don't touch, and that's Debella. Because ew. I mean, knowing what Debella does, you don't. You know, some people find it great. I find it personally absolutely revolting. Whee! Oh no, the Forsworn are coming. Oh no. Arbitrary bunny slaughter statistic. Thank you for standing still. Actually, let's see. Let's say moles 20, werewolf 3, days werewolf 90. That must be when I go at locations discover 386 dungeons. Bunny slaughtered 18. I don't even know why that's an why that's a stat. You know, I don't even know why that's a stat. It just is. Potions mixed over 1,000 of the fuckers. Over almost 1,000 poisons. 220 for wings plugged. Impressed. It's a lot of wings. Fly with that many wings. Where the hell did they get the spotty deer hide from?
So, why'd you join the Stormcloaks? My cousin disappeared one night. Some say that Thalmor grabbed him.
I think they're a bit.
What do you need?
The fuck? The fuck? Why can I sell? I can sell shit to this for. They clearly don't care who you are. They're telling me to get lost, but they're letting me conduct trade. Logic. There is none. Oops. Oh, it was only a replica. I think I already had the original one anyway. One of those garbage arrows. Don't even know where I picked that up. Garbage. 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 Good stuff. Oh, I need some cheap garbage. Perfect. I love how you actually did business with me after telling me to get lost. I was merely coming through to conduct business. Ugh. Ooh, hanging moss. What race am I to? It's 26. Well, Sharkling. There is a... You can get a version with more realistic eyes. I just have the cute eyes one. Partly because your one didn't exist at the time, and partly because... Well, it's cute, so... Dragon Mound. Dragon Mound. Ugh, swimming. Of course, every mod I use is in the description. The stream's description. There's a list of them. Oh no! I bet you're out there. There's 8 diseases I contracted. 8 of them were bone break fever. Because let's face it, bone break fever is overly prevalent whenever you fight bears. I'm just so glad I can't get diseases anymore. I is immune now. I have the beast blood. I is immune. Diseases no longer affect me. Since I no longer have to carry around ways of curing diseases. Just any potions I don't need to carry is a good thing. Because I carry enough potions as it is, I still haven't shifted the thousands I've made. I don't even remember how to get to this dragon nest, which is why I'm climbing. What should be like a really obvious path now? Oh, I know the way I work. I also know that I need a drink bad, but stream takes priority. It's only got half an hour more. I can last that long without getting a drink. The fuck is that? I don't even know what that floating thing is. It's a physics object will knock it down with a bolt, but... Okay, that just begs an explanation as to what is this. It's a bit of skeleton. Bloodied skeleton, okay. Who knew? She's burned into my eyes. can't be. The one and only female Imperial in the entire game. One only female Imperial soldier, that can't be. Yay! Skeleton key works wonders. Well, it was odd. South. Might be Periite. Oh. Periite has some weird shit to get that quest going. Probably is Periite. I can't remember there being any other shrine around here to the day there are. Oh no! 3 enemies! Yay! They aren't wolves! No. I know I had 2,000 bolts I need to use, but... I think... Is this Periite? It must be. I don't think anyone else was on top of a mountain. To be honest, as many times as I have Spellbreaker, I don't tend to actually remember what Periite's quest's location looks like. I just remember purging the Dwemer Ruin bit. Oh, it's a troll. Got it.
Need something? Not everyone has the stomach required to entreat my lord. But Kesh likes you, friend. If you wish to commune with him, we'll need... Yes, the incense. Fetch for me a deathbell flower. 1 silver ingot. A flawless...
That flawless ruby is the one that's hard to get.
I will show you how.
Because just getting the gems is just random. Beef. Who knew I actually could cook food? It just requires a disturbing amount of salt. Because apparently every single time you cook something in Skyrim, it has to be with salt.
How can I assist?
How can you assist? Oh, I've actually... No wonder I didn't know where I was. I overshot Markov. I actually overshot. Who knew? No wonder I thought I didn't think I could be in the right place for Kesh's location of oddness. Because I've actually overshot Markov. That's how often I go Markov, doesn't it? Wait. Could it be? Could I potentially have skipped an entire Forsworn lair? Could it be? Ow. Well, we all know what that noise has to be. Hagraven! I know, because I never see... Because well, ironically, it was where that dragoness is. But there's a place, one of those towers has Hagravens in it that you can't see, and they're locked up. And all I could hear was their horrible breathing, and I've never seen a Hagraven before, because this was when I was on console, and was still relatively new to all this. So I was quite disturbed by it, because of what it was. Oh, you have to go off. Oh, don't tell me he cooked. No, oh! Talk about lucky. Whoop. Whoop. He had to go off, I'm sorry. You know, sometimes you just see someone that has to go off the cliff, and he was one of them. You know, sometimes you just see them, and you know you have to blast them off the cliff. Speaking of blasting off a cliff, he's another one that deserves to go straight off a cliff. Look at him bounce. You know, sometimes you just see, you know, they just have to go off a cliff, and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to. Also, something I've noticed from personal experience, I don't know if it's true or not, and was that a chicken? But, you know, something I've noticed is that if you don't use console, Skyrim crashes an awful lot less. Is that a Forsworn? You are desperate for chicken, aren't you? What, you mean like killing chickens? Really? That's how the Forsworn do things now? I'm heading the wrong way again, aren't I? Heading that way. Itchy toe! Itchy toe! Yeah, got itched against the wheel of my chair. Because what kind of office chair doesn't have wheels on it, seriously? Except for those in schools? None. Because schools actually go out of their way to take the wheels off the chairs. Because, well, the kids like to wheel around the room on them. But I find the wheels are helpful just because it allows you to reposition yourself. You know, so you can sort of wheel the chair a little and just sort of get, you know, just something like, for example, I have to sort of wheel it over a little to reach my fan. Markarth, Whiterun, Solitude, Carfwasten, Markarth. Howling, bloody guards. You know, the guards in Skyrim are like, they must be willfully aware that they're a meme. While the guards in Oblivion, I don't think were, you know, they don't think they were aware of how hilarious it was. And nothing beats you guards in Oblivion. Skyrim's guards are funny, but they're not Oblivion guard funny. I mean, you can't beat the Oblivion guard lines. I didn't even know this existed. I didn't even know this place existed. I found something totally new. It says how much I explore Markarth, but I didn't even know you could go up here. I didn't even realise this was here.
What is it? Now I know who you are. I know your business. This place is a good folk we've got here.
I've never before or been up here, ever. I didn't even know this place existed. Guess the guards have to get up here somehow, but... I say, I've never been up there, ever. And I've been in the Windhelm Bridge, so I've been in some places that you never go to. But I never even knew that was there.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some. Got any ale or mead?
Yes. Have some mead. And have some money.
Best offense is a good defense.
Oh my god. God, line's so bad. Oh, I can't quite buy Armed Life and Sons. Markov is expensive. I'd have to sell myself to the Bell Cultists, and I don't want to do that to buy anything here.
Has plenty of strong drink and clean room.
I work silver. Even more than proven that the Thieves Guild is back. Tell Delvin that he can. If you're ever looking to sell any illegally obtained merchandise, business, I've taken to hiring a few. Old Delvin certainly takes care of his own.
Being an
doesn't
apprentice is great.
When you
I
get back to
swing a
Riften,
hammer at things.
tell Delvin this new arrangement's working
How are
out
your
quite
chores
well.
coming, my son?
To Delvin.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing.
My son, drink. You'll be a fine innkeeper someday. Like your mother.
But Mother says you're a terrible innkeeper.
Never mind your mother, Ren. You listen to me and you'll be a great man one day.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to.
A porter with
I think if Klepper dies, he takes over, because a lot of the bigger businesses have a secondary.
the Silver Blood Inn. Let's sate that appetite.
Oh, bloody who are assholes?
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood. I wasn't aware that Lisbeth was having trouble.
I thought blood was dirt cheap in Markov. After silver is mined by prisoners, which are like they make money. They don't cost money.
Unlike my husband, Klepper.
Sorry to hear that.
Markov's just a not very friendly place.
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf.
What a nice place. You feel so at home in Markov. And that's before you get thrown in jail for doing fuck all. Which they do. Speaking of which, Markov has an all-important shop that I need to go visit. It also has a general store which can sell off more! Because I need to sell off more potwines. What's funny is I never used to be able to navigate Markov. Wait, what? Wait, what? Markov Ruins? I don't remember that. The Hag's Cure. You have lots of ingredients.
Comes with living to a ripe old age. Still, a little knowledge of plant. See, I even have a little potion for the steward. Thank you. Take a look.
Ah, dear. I think I know what that potion is, and I'm really not happy to be carrying. If I knew what it was, I wouldn't be carrying it. A stallion potion strikes me as very much as a sex potion. You know, that's what it strikes me as. Gotta be careful not to sell it, actually. Although I probably won't even get that.
Now, you let me know if you need a cure or anything else.
There we go. Potions slightly reduced in number. Although my ingredients are building in number, so I'm probably going to have just as many potwines when I get back.
Hey, watch it.
No! You watch my fat sharp butt. You get clipped by my armor, that's your fault. You must smell it coming. It's not like you need to hear it coming, even if you've got no ears. From hearing people complain about sweet rolls all day, you can still smell the shark coming. It stinks of fish, it must do. Look at me. My little fishy tail. There's no way I don't stink of fish.
Dominion is here, and we're watching you.
No, you're not Dominion. You're a Falmor. You're not a Dominion. You're not a change. You're not a changeling. Changelings would never dress in such awful things, and they wouldn't have such awful ears. They would have very poor, round ears.
Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne.
I have apparently never been here before. Actually, I was here for you.
Oh, yes. Thank
Yes, it's a sex potion. Definitely a sex potion.
You speak to Igor, son of Orovdia. I don't know, but if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable, my guards told me, I want to make things. They're only a threat in the fields and along the. Are you? But I can't turn. My scouts have tracked down one of the four. We will see. But if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable.
Yeah, I think Markarth probably has more property than the rest of the thing. Whether it's stable or not is another matter. But there's loads of Dwemer ruins in the city.
Whole dwarven city underneath the keep. Best steer clear if you don't want a steam centurion.
Apparently all guards are scared off. The guards in it are scared off by bloody useless spider. A singular spider scares them off. How would they fare when it came across all those Dwemer abomination creations? No. I will never watch.
Now I know you've come by for more than what did you bring?
Your offense. You won't buy Potoins?
Merchandise, and we'll see what kind of deal we can make.
Yes. You will take my Potoins. Good luck shifting them, because no one else wants them, and the entire world is being flooded with them. Unbranded potions. They're going to be hard sells. Or they just stick them on the discount rack and say, unmarked potions, what you get, what you see is what you get.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
You don't have no ingredients. You need a secret ingredient. Yay! I've only got half a page more. And my weight limit has not really changed. I know why. I know why it hasn't changed. Ugh, checking if these have actually got complete. I never get a complete set of these things ever. No. That's why my weight is so high. That's 1500 just in Dragon Bones. And another 900 in Dragon Scales. That's why my weight limit is so high, is I'm carrying so much dead dragon with me. You know, it never happens when I eat them. Because you can't eat the bones. No. It's been sitting out in Markarth, it ain't fresh no more. I don't care what you say, it's not fresh no more. Cart. Weave.
Traveling in the Reach is dangerous. Where do you want to go?
Weave then.
Climb and back and we'll be off. Couldn't ask for better weather.
Yeah. And if you do, and if you want better weather, just ask and I'll shout into the sky and tell it to piss off. Or more precisely, stop pissing. I don't know if that's a saying outside of Britain, though, because pissing it down is a word we use to describe heavy rainfall. I'm not sure if anywhere else uses it, though. Whoop! Into the sewers. Oh, it crashed. Of course it did. Yeah, of course it did. I went near Rift and of course it couldn't crash. But it still reduces the risk of crashing and is one less load screen to go through. And to be honest, loading a sewers has a lesser chance of crashing than loading Riften itself. It also just helps me get out of Riften quicker. I don't like Riften, it's too crashy. No. No. Damn it. Gotta take the cart again. Tools. Eee. Oh, last time you say the foom. What is its name?
Where do you want to go?
I'm a shark speaking the language of dragons. It's weird. Eee. Oh, no comment about the weather? La 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 la, waiting for the cart to arrive. Cart moves at lightning speed. I mean, the speed these carts must travel. You know, a singular horse pulling a whole cart. Nope, apparently it just does not want to load the rat way today. It does not want to go. And with how sudden that was, it's not a... Well, let's see if I can remember the Ragged Flagon's Centron cell name. I think it's Riff Ragged Flagon or something. Just type it in help and maybe it comes up. Yeah, it just does not want to load today. When it's a repeating crash, then it's just something that you have to just wait around and hope and it'll fix itself. It could be that I'm going from Markov, which has like pretty much the whole world loaded up in that view, to oh, Ragged. So, Riften, Ragged Flying. Some days you just have to cock your way through everything. Oh look, someone's set up shop. I had to.
Skilled, lethal. Take a look.
Good looking, you look like an idiot. Yeah, face two going into your mohawk. You look like an idiot. He just bought his own weapon. Talk about dumb. That was money for nothing. Talk about money for nothing. This is an echo. Echo! 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 I'm selling those Reekling Spears because they're going away. Someone was selling us steel shit. That'll do. You bought your own bloody bow that I stole. Book about fail.
Got lots of jobs available. I hear Endon's quite pleased to have his merchandise back. He's a powerful ad. I think you'll find that the guild is... It's nice to shake off the cobwebs and get things rolling again. Keep this up, and I can see a bounty headed our way. Well, well. If you
I thought the ship model was in the museum.
Well, well. If you happen to... It's worth quite a bit, actually. Quite a catch. Well, well. If you happen to... Must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the grey fox. Well, well. If you happen across it by the 8, you actually got your hands on it. This alone is worth more.
Wow, 3,200, and that's worth more than most thieves earn in a lifetime? Wow, thieving is definitely not worth the effort. You couldn't even buy a house for that.
I had if break-ins are more your
Ambush.
This business is a regular good. Here's your assignment.
I have work if you've got the back.
Riften! Oh, apparently I had all the ingredients. Oh. Oh well. Where's Vex?
Ready for some more? I handled. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up close. We've been trying to get this item for a while. Whatever.
Oh, it's not Riften.
The job.
Please don't be Riften, please don't be Riften, please don't be Riften. Riften! Oh, you fuck! I want a different job.
Fine. Next time, save me the. Okay, what'll it be? We've been trying to get this item for a. Alright, take this and get out of here.
It's each of the big cities I need to.
Well,
stop! With the fucking Riften!
the job now you don't even want it? Okay.
I don't want it because I don't want to go to Riften!
Just remember the do job first, get drunk second. Now take this and go. So, feeling loose? How about you run a job for me?
Solitude, perfect, Delvin.
See, keep dropping these jobs, and I might quit assigning them to you. Good. My client, have a client looking to have a right. Here's everything you need. You get caught, but we've never heard of you. So,
to be honest, you get caught in a numbers job, you deserve what you get. Solitude, perfect. I'll guarantee it. But I know they're both in Solitude, but it's still jobs in Solitude. Now I've got one more thing to loot to. I need to get out of here because I've run out of time. I don't like saving in here. To be honest, it's probably better to save in the... It belongs in the museum! I'm taking all my shit back. He's Guildmaster now anyway. So. It belongs in a museum.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something.
Okay.
Anyone with skills like my father told me all he found in my pocket was no one does. I must have spent every last coin I made, perhaps. I could be wrong, but if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me. Actually, the fisherman who found it thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed. I appreciate it.
And there is nothing to my knowledge.
Keep to the shadows.
You do some really odd shit and you still don't come across anything, which makes it sound like complete gibberish. But I've run out of time, so save up. As per usual. 153, 154. That is the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Donation links in the description as per usual, as is a list of all past live streams. Good. Bye. 3, 2, 1.